got some highlights and caught the third, and
Yeah. It was poor.
It was poor, yeah.
Quebec just was a better team.
Yeah. I know they were kind of early in the tournament, of course, but you and me both said we didn't think they were going to win it.
No, and in game one, Seattle outshot them 2-1.
Yeah.
And lost.
Yeah.
And tonight they just weren't in it at all.
This is true.
Hey, you're on the wrong side.
That's true. Only on YouTube, I think.
Really?
I think so. When we go to our regular one, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
See? All right. We are live.
Live, and welcome to the Fans Perspective. I'm Tyson.
I'm Josh.
Hey, you're looking sharp in that that sweater there.
You're not looking bad.
We got it. We got it, guys.
The clothes are in, guys, and they are pretty snazzy.
They are really nice, really nice. And this is just one of many things you can get. So.
Yeah. If you want one, you like the two-colored one, let us know. We'll hook up with an order.
It's really nice.
It was my favorite. The only one I ordered so far, but Tyson's got a bunch. I got a few
boxes sitting over here.
He literally has 2 boxes full of.
I'm going to charge my children, I think, because
it would cost you a small fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I said next week.
I said, just so you guys all know, it's your birthday gift for everyone.
Happy birthday, Merry Christmas.
This is a dual purpose thing here. So.
Oh, shit.
Well,
let's start this one up too. We're going to.
You betcha.
Might as well go live from the podcast as well, guys. So
here we go.
Let's get that rolling.
We're now on Spotify,
all that fun stuff.
You bet.
We're on, baby.
You bet. So lots happened. Lots happening. Where do we want to go? Quebec Ramparts Memorial Cup champions. Were the best team all tournament.
They were.
I was rooting for a dub team, of course. I always do. Western guy.
Kamloops was my first. Then when they were done, it was Seattle, and everything fell apart.
I didn't care who would win between the dub teams.
Yep.
Kind of thought Seattle. I was hoping for maybe more so because they earned it.
That's right. They wanted to be there.
Yeah, they wanted to be there.
I like the host team because the crowd's so crazy.
Yes,
that'd be awesome to win at home.
Maybe possibly the best team wasn't even there. The Winnipeg Ice.
Agreed. That was a team I thought was going to win the Memorial Cup this year.
Moose Jaw Warriors.
They
had Winnipeg on the ropes too. So I mean, but it is a long season. I listened to the podcast tonight. You guys start training camp in August.
Yeah.
Here we are, June the 4th, and they're playing their final game.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got 55 days and back in. That's crazy.
That is a lot.
Long,
junior hockey is a marathon. It is not a part-time gig.
God, you bet. I mean, I'd rather, more be like the Flames. You get the last couple months off, you get a break, hit some golfing in, hit the boat.
Oh, well,
as I told, go on vacation.
Yeah, as I told your youngest tonight, I said, well, they're in the girls' soccer league now. They're out of the NHL. And she actually, hey, I got an Oilers hat on her for the first time.
Yeah, she's upstairs having a bath right now. She's rubbing it off.
She's starting to turn a corner. I can tell you, she's by fall she'll be a full-fledged.
There is no way. If she wants to have a good birthday and Christmas, that ain't gonna happen.
She'll be a full-fledged Oiler.
Yep. For you. You're an idiot.
Moving on, Connor Bedard.
Yep.
Keeps making headlines.
First ever. Wins everything.
Wins all 3 awards that he was up for. No player has won best player, top scorer, and I'm not sure what the other.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He won it all.
Doesn't matter, and we knew he was going to win going in.
It's unreal. Congrats! I can't wait to see him in the show. I really hope it works out.
Can you imagine if he's a flop in the show?
It'd be wild. It can't happen. I mean, it can happen that he's not a star, but he can't be a flop.
The tire's been pumped so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine how many people would look stupid? Connor Bedard,
including himself, the poor bugger. No,
but he wouldn't even look as bad as all the guys who have pumped the tires along the way.
I'm a fan, so he better not flop. I'm rooting for him.
Well, he is a smaller guy.
Yeah, right? He's not huge.
He's Johnny Hockey size. I don't think he has Johnny Hockey skating, but he has hands.
Yeah, his shot is
a phenomenal shot.
The fastest release I've seen.
So I mean, did something pretty amazing this year in the WHL. Did something pretty amazing since he's been in the league. Actually.
Yeah, everywhere he's been. So I really hope that it's the same in the big show, but time will tell.
Time will tell. He probably will be the number 1 pick, I would think.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
sure
don't
that's
think
a
He
lock.
probably won't fall to 7 or 8.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Fantilli will be number 2. I think this is pretty much a deadlock.
Yeah, I don't I think it's a no-brainer. But wow, are there rumors flying? We'll get to hockey. We're gonna save the Riders for a little later on in the show because so much to talk about.
The Riders, they're back, baby, and it's the best they've looked in preseason in years.
Yes.
I can't remember them winning a preseason game. They've
crazy, but we'll get to them. Please like and subscribe for those of you on YouTube. And there's a bit of a misconception. Just because you subscribe doesn't mean you have to pay anything.
$0.
$0. Subscriptions only.
Unless you want to give us money, go for it.
Yeah, but the subscription's just to let you know when we are logged on for these live events.
It'll give you the alert and let you know when we are on.
So anyways, please like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, that's all I could say about that. You bet.
That's it. Share the shit out of it.
Hockey. Mike Babcock. Mike Babcock. He was on topic on one of our shows here not long ago.
Yep.
Wondering if he'll ever coach in the NHL again. Well, hello, here we are.
Are we going Columbus?
Columbus Blue Jackets. Going to be announced probably tomorrow or Tuesday.
I would think so. Yeah, it's awesome. He's good for hockey. I like that guy. He knows how to win, but at the same time, he's a little old school. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah, we'll see.
We see that it didn't work in Calgary, so we'll see
what
happens. Or Toronto.
But the old school Babcock and Martin. I think Mitch Marner wants to play in Columbus now, probably.
Oh my God. Jesus.
I bet he's going to request a trade.
Marner or Tavares or Matthews are going down there if he's there.
Kyle Dubas.
Pittsburgh.
President of Hockey Ops, Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yep, he gets to work with Crosby.
Mega deal. He gets 8 years, I think he got.
Yeah, huge deal. Yep, he's going to run the operation there. Good for him. You saw it coming right away, so right on. And Tree Living, I don't know what the leash is going to be like for him.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Shanahan needs to take a step back. He has been a problem for them for a long time, in my opinion.
It has to be his last hire. How many lives does Shanahan have?
He's not a cat. He doesn't get 9, but he's got 9.
He's had 9.
I know, man. It's crazy. I don't get it.
He's got to have found someone with a sheep and have a picture of it. That's all.
Yeah, no shit. But I do believe in the Tree Living hire. I loved him in Calgary. Multiple times we should have been completely down in the dumps, which honestly, in hindsight, would have been better. Maybe get some picks, do that dive to rebuild. But he always seemed, Tree Living always seems, if there is a good enough team there, he seems to be able to get him over that cusp. He's really good at finding guys. The first thing he said when he got there, he said, "Yeah, I'm actually just waiting to hear back from Matthews so I can go down and hang out with him." He's flying down to him, and he's going to meet with the players. He knows he has to, but he did the same thing in Calgary when he came in. He met with all the stars, and it's cool.
But that didn't work out very well because Johnny went to Columbus.
Well, that I don't think had anything to do with Tree Living. Yeah, I think no, zero. I think they offered him the moon, and those guys can't handle tough hockey.
And he took the stars.
Sutter, he tossed everybody else.
I'm really curious where Toronto goes because the cupboards are empty. No draft picks. No nothing.
They got what they got, and that's it.
Yeah, basically they got what they got, and that's it. They got a hell of a contract mess with Marner, Matthews, Nylander, and so on and so on.
They got a mixed mosh goalie situation.
Yeah, they got no goalie.
No, Tree Living has his work cut out for him.
He does, and it was announced last night. The cap is only going up $1 million.
$1 million, yeah, only.
Yeah,
which is tiny in sports.
Any team could get me and you under the cap.
That's true.
That's believe
true
it.
Shit,
they could sign both of us for under the cap.
You can have us both. We'll bring our own whiskey.
But Toronto is going to be interesting. What happens there?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I firmly believe they're going to take a step back.
Yeah.
Before they go forward.
Well, I think it's almost.
You can't keep all.
I was going to say I don't think they can do anything else other than that. But they won't go full blow up because Toronto will burn that city down.
They cannot sign Nylander and Matthews.
No,
there's no way.
Nope. No, they've put themselves into a corner.
Yeah, and
without winning,
all the UFAs that they traded for as well.
Yeah,
wow,
crazy. They went all in.
They went all
failed
in,
miserably.
and it failed. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
that'll be
happens.
interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong, my Oilers have their challenges too with the cap.
Yeah,
Every team does.
Every team does, but your Oilers are
Our
set
core is
for
signed.
quite a few years.
Yes, our
yeah.
core is signed.
And this is me, and this is not an Oiler hater just saying this, but I mean, you can get rid of Hyman, you can get rid of this guy, you can get rid of that, and you can get rid of Nuge, all those guys, and you can keep Draisaitl and McDavid and just build around them constantly with a flux, just like Chicago did with Taves and King.
That's
And those two guys, and they love each other and they love Edmonton. You can continue that till they're no longer stars anymore,
relevant.
just like
yeah.
Chicago did.
Yeah.
You don't need the rest. I understand Oiler fans be like, no,
You
no,
need
you need
supporting
Hyman.
cast,
but you can find those guys if you get the right GM, you get right everything. And I think Woodcroft really needs to take a step back from this year, in my opinion. And he needs to, because honestly, their team, just everybody that I have talked to and other guys that I've really talked to in the last little while since starting the show, guys reach out to me from other sports stuff. They said it, and two guys actually work in radio in Edmonton. They said he is all offense. He doesn't pay attention enough to a whole game. And I think this year, if I do hear correctly, they said that McDavid already had a meeting with him. And it basically was like, let me run a little bit of the team like Crosby does in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We're going to create a new team atmosphere. It isn't all about scoring goals and winning off offense. They need a better team defense altogether.
Yeah.
And I believe that the meeting went over well.
I think.
And the two guys, I can't say who they are because they've refused to let me do that. But
son of a bitch.
They said that it was probably one of the most positive meetings
Yeah.
that Connor's come out of, because he basically said, I'm sick and tired of losing.
Yeah.
And this is literally what, if we keep going this way, we are never going to win with this platform. Playoffs need a team defense, and we don't have it. It's all about, like when Connor was on the ice and then it was dominating, and the odd time the other guys would come in with something. But that line, if they weren't getting power plays, they were not winning. Their 5-on-5 was not getting enough goals.
No,
And
their
they will.
supporting cast were not good enough.
They are going to be. Because
I-
they're going to buy in, and you're going to see everybody blocking shots next year. I have a feeling it's going to be just like when Pittsburgh was on their tear, and Crosby was leading in blocking shots in some games and leading in hits at the same time, and Malkin. I think they're gonna turn it around.
I'm just saying it now. Edmonton Oilers 2024 Stanley Cup
And I think in the next 2 years they do win.
Next year
they have to. But goaltending is going to be number one, and team defense is going to be number two.
Yeah.
So I think they have the right pieces. I think they just need a little more philosophy, and I think the guys just need to basically hop on Connor's back and say, let's do what he does.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
He leads by example. Sorry, I just got to get up there.
Yes.
He does everything.
You're an outside guy. Gibson has requested a trade out of Anaheim. Do you trade Campbell for Gibson and give him a little bit of a pick? And do you bring John Gibson in?
I don't hate it. I like him.
I like Gibson.
I like Gibson. Yeah, I don't think he's got this type of game.
No.
He's got a really steady game for a goaltender.
So if you can get Anaheim to eat one, Gibson signed for 6.4. So if they eat 1.4 over the next 4 years,
yep,
and take Campbell off your hands,
I'd be in,
because it's 4-4, right?
Yeah.
For both deals,
I would be all over
a draft pick, and you bring in John Gibson as your starting goaltender. Stuart Skinner's your backup.
All in on that. Yeah, I would. As a goaltender, outsider,
too.
I think that'd be a great move. Yeah, and I feel bad because Campbell did great in the playoffs when he got his chance,
and
but
maybe
he just hasn't panned out.
Maybe you throw in Yamamoto to Anaheim in that deal.
Yeah,
serious.
I mean, you could.
To get some cap space.
You bet you
Anaheim has room.
And and they are in that rebuilding.
And Yamamoto probably do all right now.
He would. You know he would.
Yeah.
He would. Zegras, all those guys.
There you go, Ken Holland. I laid the groundwork. Yeah.
Just Tyson preaching, man. Just
hook me up.
I'm telling you, I don't hate any of that.
I like it too.
I don't hate
I've been doing a lot of thinking.
And we're not saying this to come hard on Skinner or Campbell. I think their fault. It was a team. It was just some things didn't work out, some really terrible reffing, I'll be honest, and just some things didn't work out this year. But at the end of the day, to get to the Stanley Cup final, your goalie has to win you a couple, and I mean literally has to win you the game like Bobrovsky has.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. And not to say those guys didn't play great. They had some awesome games. But they also had some terrible games. So we got to find that steady goalie.
I think Campbell will be have a really good season next year if he's in Edmonton. But
Yep.
if that deal could present itself,
I know.
I would take
I
it.
like that deal. Yeah, I'd
I
take
would
it too.
take it. Any other hockey thing that you want to talk about? Like
Oh man, the Flame. There's nothing. wrong
Flames
with
got
the
a
Flames,
ton of
but-
guys. You know, there's nothing, but there's lots.
Yeah,
Because Calgary has a ton of guys, 7 or 8 guys who are in the last year of their contracts.
yeah, which is good because we need a complete overhaul, in my opinion. But
yeah, but your high-end guys, your expensive guys are signed long-term.
yeah, the big guy. I mean, it was just
Huberto, the Uyghur, the
Kadri.
Kadri is
huge.
a horrible.
Those two I actually like. I love
Okay.
because Huberto and we are gonna have an awesome
Okay.
season this year. I'm calling that right now to be great under new coach. But Kadri is just a
You're the GM
problem.
tonight. I'm gonna throw this in at you. Do you buy Nazem Kadri's contract?
I don't know if they have enough money to do it, but I don't like
Of course they do. They have enough money. They're paying Sutter 2 more years.
him. I know, but do you have any more money? They also
Yeah,
got to
but
pay for an arena.
Can you afford, or do you give him 1 more year and say, okay, we're bringing in a new regime here. Let's see how he fits in this system, this new style.
Yeah,
Or do you cut your losses now?
I have no faith in him, so I would cut my losses. Now.
You
It's
take-
just so much fun. It was just a terrible idea in the first place.
So that's a scar for Brad True-Living.
Yep, 100%.
That is a scar for him.
Yeah, and maybe without Sutter there, maybe it is what True Living saw. You know, maybe like I said,
Well, I said something.
when you lose a guy like Kachuk, you have to bring someone in that's kind of gritty that can
Yeah.
also score the odd goal, and that's all that was available at the
And
time.
he
in
lost
that
out on a lot of other guys,
Yeah,
and the
tons.
summer was going by and
time
trying
ago.
to send a message.
Well,
to the
don't forget,
team.
we
We're
didn't-
in it.
We didn't ever assume those guys were both going to walk. Like True Living never thought those guys were going to
Well,
leave.
I thought
But-
Goudreau was.
Yeah,
I did.
Goudreau didn't ever want to be in the
But
limelight.
Kachuk was signed.
I didn't think Kachuk was leaving. So
But rumors had been swirling that Kachuk wanted out to an
Yep.
American team.
yep, it's especially after Goudreau went. That
Yeah.
was his best bud. That'd be like McDavid leaving and Draisaitl saying, "Well, I'm staying." You know he's going to want to go somewhere too
No,
at that point.
no.
And that's never going to happen.
Well, we'll get to that stage at some
but
point.
yeah, maybe in 9 years,
And then
lucky
I'm
bastard.
gonna
Nah, there'll be someone else.
I'm gonna
coming
go
up.
on hiatus for a few months. 'Cause
You'll be older. by
everyone
then.
will want to phone the fans' perspective and talk to me. And
Tyson will be living on the beach.
yeah, right.
No, I like the
beach in
scenario
McLaren
stuff.
Lake.
Yeah, not a bad beach. No, I don't have any faith in the Flames right now. I'm excited to see what they've got. Kind of like the Riders this year.
Yep.
Just didn't know what to expect after such a debacle previous year. So I don't know. Kadri maybe will be awesome this year under new
Okay.
coach. I don't think so.
Another scenario for you.
Don't think so.
You're the GM of the Pittsburgh Penguins. You're working for Kyle Dubas. What are you going to do with that team? With Crosby, with Malkin, with Letang? What do you do as a GM?
I don't know, man. It's tough. They were able to keep him for so long, and they've been the entire team. They've won so much. They're the heart and soul of the city, because their football team's a pile of dog shit. Pittsburgh Steelers suck.
Can
So
you tell me why? You hate
because I'm a
Pittsburgh Steelers?
Ravens fan, and the Steelers just break my heart every so often. Screw the Steelers.
Cordell Stewart.
I hate the Steelers. So I say if you can keep them
Ben.
together, you do. You give them the opportunity to quit there, or if they want to move, you move them. But they're still leaders. They're actually all still really good. They had a great season this year. Towards the end, they couldn't get the save that they needed at their goaltending. But I don't know. That's a tough decision. You can't just come in there as a new GM and overhaul it like that, because those guys literally are ingrained. You think of Pittsburgh, you think of Crosby, Malkin, Letang. That would be, you better be successful in year one, or you might just your house might get burned.
So this is my scenario. If I'm Kyle Dubas, I'm moving Chris Letang and Kenny Malkin.
Oh man.
I am. You have to get younger. You are not
No, you
winning.
do.
You're not winning. And I would sooner go through the pain in year 1 than year 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand.
That would be a part of
angle,
my plan.
but, he may not make it to year 4 if it's not super successful immediately. And I'm
You'll get-
telling you,
You'll get tons of picks for them guys or
Yeah.
or young players.
I know, but sometimes picks don't always work out.
I know.
Okay, the Oilers for the last 12 years until they got McDavid.
What do you mean Yakupov was a hell of a
Exactly.
steal at
I
one?
can't talk. My Flames are garbage. I'm just saying you can't bet on it. Like I'm saying, that's two different sides, and they
Yeah.
both kind of make logic in the end. It's like, do you play the safe role and just keep it together and keep the fans happy? But at the end of the day, are the fans happy when they're not in the playoffs? Probably not.
No, but I'm playing it like a politician. When do you make changes? When you're in government?
You have to. You got to have balls. That's why you're the
Yeah.
GM. That's why you're putting that. So
But-
I don't know if I'd move both right away, but it might be the best
Letang
move.
is I would say Mr. Letang. Here's the scenario, like
Unless maybe they'll be willing to stay for a different
Well,
paycheck.
well, they're both signed.
Can they readjust? They do in the NFL
No.
constantly.
NFL and the NHL.
They don't.
Contract styles are way different.
Way different.
NHL.
Stupid. Come on,
It's-
NHL, get together.
NHL has got permanent ink. There's no question.
No way. There's no restructuring.
No
like that.
restructuring.
No, I did not know that.
None. That is written.
Well, I actually love that.
Yeah, there you sign a deal. Your only option is buyout.
No
That is
way.
It.
Wow.
So Evgeny Malkin, he's over 6. He signed for 6 times 6, and he's 36 freaking years old.
That's true. Snow was signed for 12 years.
I'm moving on. I am. And like I said, I'm playing it like a politician. When do you make change? Just after you were elected, not just before you're getting elected.
Yeah, I don't know. Politicians, I don't follow it too much because they're all dumb.
Well, seriously, when does a government make change? Shortly after they get in, they'll make change.
Not if you're Trudeau. You just
No,
constantly
well, you're an
change
idiot
it.
if you're Trudeau, but I mean, you're not making change just before.
No, you're right. Before you're about to be re-signed
Yeah.
potentially.
Oh, we're having
I
an
want to have a
election.
job next week. Let's get rid of Crosby this week.
We're
Yeah.
having an election next month. I think I'll maybe increase, the carbon tax or PST.
True. I
so
get it. Man, that would be a tough one. Kyle Dubas, I'm glad I don't have your job.
that's my opinion. I'm saying it's time to move on. And there's
I don't think you're wrong.
there's lots of stories that we're gonna see coming up. Hey, the draft is not far away.
Nope.
Lots of headlines, and the draft is as busy as free agent frenzy because
It
this
is.
year is not a great free agency class.
No.
It is not.
No, it's not.
So
Not as. No, that's okay.
you betcha. All right. I've been waiting for it long enough. You've been waiting for it long enough. It's Rider season. Rider season.
Oh, the green is the color. Football is the game, baby. So excited. I was at the birthday party today, and that's all the guys were
You know
talking
what?
about. It
I
was
was
great.
thinking, oh, by the way, I want to mention this. Thursday show. We had a little scheduling
Yep,
conflict.
little conflict.
So we're gonna go Sunday. And I just
A week from today.
a week from today, but I was thinking this too. That is gonna be a major long show on Sunday because we're gonna have Tanis on. But we do have the Rider Ranter because the
They play
Riders
Sunday?
play Sunday.
Okay, well, it'll
Five-
turn into 2 shows. It'll
We
be an
will-
egg special
Yeah,
and then a Rider episode.
yeah, we will turn it in. Oh,
Hopefully-
no, Tanis is Monday, isn't it? No, Sunday.
Is
I
it
thought
Sunday?
was Sunday?
You better check it.
I will check. Sunday, yes, it is.
Sunday. So we'll
So
do
it's
Tanis'
Sunday,
show,
so Tanis' show, and then the Rider
the
Ranter.
egg special. Hopefully nothing to rant about.
Oh,
Hopefully just a little
yeah,
Rider
we're up
roaring.
in Edmonton. I think the game starts at 5. So
Yeah, we'll know by the time we're done chatting egg, and then Tanis tunes us all in on what's going on.
yeah, we may have to. Yeah, well,
That'll be good.
It will be. It's going to be like a 3-hour long show, but hey, we'll
Like
get
my
through
dad says, the kid just doesn't shut up.
it. Is he talking about me?
Here we go. This is what I was born to do.
But anyways, CFL cuts are done.
Yep,
Rosters are set.
crazy. Riders kept all 5.
First
Quarterback.
thoughts on what the
cuts?
Riders did.
I like their moves. I think so. The defense for the last few years has been decent.
Yep.
It's never been on them. And the offense took a massive step forward, in my opinion. We signed some.
So far, so
Yeah, from what I could see on paper.
Yeah.
Because even preseason, you can't tell because you're not going against one-on-ones, right? It's
Yeah.
a lot of, you might be playing their third defense or their third line,
well, and with those big poofy helmet things.
Some of those are, I mean, I understand it's safety first. I'm not mocking you,
No,
but they're pretty cool looking. Yeah.
yeah. It's like playing with a bobblehead.
Yeah, like you see it on the Nintendo, those big-headed football players. But no, I liked it. We got some big offensive line, and we got some mobile offensive line, which we haven't had in years. Trevor Harris looks great so far in the
4
limited.
passes, 4 for
Yeah,
4.
4 for 4 touchdown. His practice regime, all the guys are ranting about it, that he is focused. He's kind of light. They said he's kind of fun. He's kind of
Yeah,
joking. They
but
said,
serious.
but yeah, at the same time, super focused, but like absolutely having a blast. They said they're feeding off the like enthusiasm, I guess you'd say. I love our receiving core. I'm telling you, man. I love Darrell Walker. Jake Weineke is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Schaefer Baker, when he's healthy, is going to be awesome. I mean, the best in the league.
Vane Jr.
Yeah, like
You know,
Picton.
yeah.
Man, we just
Linnaeus.
are Linnaeus, like,
And the other one,
yeah,
no one's that Linscomb is on a practice roster, and Breskin.
yeah, that's right.
He wasn't even. He's still
Right,
hurt,
and he has,
right?
yeah, that's right. No one's even talked about him. Like, and then our running backs.
Yeah, and we cut two great running
Yeah.
backs as far as I was concerned.
We
Like
did.
that was it Emmons?
Emmons?
I really liked him,
Yep.
but Hickson you knew is going to stay in.
Yeah.
And
100%.
so was Morrow.
Yeah. And those are gonna, I think we're gonna be great as long as our offensive line stays healthy. I think our offense is finally gonna match our defense, and that is gonna result in some W's.
Well,
Mark it down.
You could see in those 4 pass attempts.
There was 4, but they were all 4 legit.
But Harris is going to get rid of the ball.
yeah,
quicker.
he always has.
Yeah,
His entire career, he's one of the fastest. He gets the ball in his hands the fastest.
yeah. No
Sometimes
sacks allowed in the preseason.
That's right.
None.
0 from most in the league to 0. Preseason, I get it, doesn't mean a ton, but still, we don't win preseason games. We won both, and we didn't allow a sack. And all
One
of our
penalty
quarterbacks-
in the second
Yeah,
game.
also crazy. We're
Yeah.
the most penalized team last year.
Crazy.
So hopefully that all translates.
It will, I think. We're definitely a lot better than we were.
We are
There's no
already-
question. We're
Without-
better.
Barring injury, we're a better team right now, and I can't wait.
And I think we have more depth too.
We do, yeah.
Like,
we do. Well, we
especially at
kept a lot of the
receiver.
younger guys that we've had in the kind of program. They're
Yeah.
still there, but they're gonna play this year.
Like Darrell Walker and Schaefer Baker when they're on the
Oh.
field at the same time. And Weineke is he's looked
Harris
great.
is gonna have a heyday if he gets all at the same time now.
Yeah,
Like,
that'll be right.
crazy, and I'm just gonna be double fist pumping it. I can't.
And
wait.
Hickson out of the backfield
Yep.
because I love his speed.
Morrow kick return in. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm excited. And actually, some of the guys in the TSM panel are like, Saskatchewan is a real threat in the West.
Yeah, I hope they're right.
I do
Finally,
too.
guys,
I do too.
it's our turn.
Yeah, and
Shit,
new
screw you,
panel,
Winnipeg.
new panel on TSN.
Yep.
Shanetti is the host, and
Yep.
Stiegel is gone. Climby's still there.
Yep.
Barker is there, and I'm trying to think of who the other one was.
Not,
Oh, Clappies is in there.
oh yeah, not a fan.
Lapo. No,
Not a fan of Lapo.
no. I miss
Oh, I liked him.
Matt Donegan was
He's a
great.
barbecue guy too. Me and
Is
him,
he?
we got so much in common. We're the same height, except for he's athletic, good looking, and whatever. The other stuff, barbecue, same height. We got that.
He's got white hair.
He's got he's got his own cooking show.
Does he?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Um.
Meet with Matt?
No, that's cool though. On the road, barbecue on the road or something.
Okay.
It's not airing anymore, but it used to, and it used to play like before the CFL game. So it would be like a 15-minute
Yeah.
clip where he would go, and I think he would host like barbecues in cities he was
Okay.
broadcasting from.
Kind of like Pure Later, do
And-
the Pure Later.
Totally.
Thing. Yeah.
And it was on the Food Network.
Yeah.
And it would play like an hour before he was live on
Really?
television. Yeah, and I
Really?
used to watch it all the time. He's like chefy.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. He's not just like a guy behind the pit. Like he's got his like tight shirt on, jacked arms, and he's out there and he's literally
He is
flambang
jacked.
shit. And oh yeah, he's a beast.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. I love Dunnigan.
Dunnigan, I
Yep.
liked him as a broadcaster.
I did too.
TSN.
Duffy was another one I really
Yeah,
liked.
yeah, Duffy,
was
but
good.
Duffy's kind of too big on.
Yeah, I know. He's no longer there. He's moved on.
Yeah,
Greener pasture.
he is. He's kind of doing the. You know what? Everyone's doing the gambling thing, like
I know, big money in it.
obviously
What the hell,
because
man? It's gambling.
you're getting a lot of broadcasters who are no longer broadcasting.
A ton of the guys that
Like-
I follow, they all do a little like thing, and talk about what they bet on and whatnot. Man, they're betting huge bucks. Like I'm telling you, like on any given week, 10 grand gambling. Like I don't. You farm, you already gamble. Why would you want to do it more? And I don't gamble because I'm poor. So there's no gambling going on in my life.
But like all the broadcasters are just like doing side
Yeah.
gigs.
Bet
and-
Rivers,
and,
490
yeah,
bets, this and that.
They're all
Yeah.
doing that.
All
like
of 'em.
crazy. How
All
much
of 'em.
money can be
A
flowing
lot.
through these things?
So, dude, look
Got
at
it.
Vegas. That place wasn't built off not gambling. That look at everything there.
That's insanity.
Yeah, like that one, the new lot there that I just saw it advertised. a giant lot where you can put a hotel in Vegas. I don't even know exactly where it is. It's like $55 million just for the dirt.
Has gambling gone a little bit overboard?
Of
on
course it
sports?
has. Jesus, man, you can bet on what color the Gatorade splash is going to be, and you can gamble as the game goes on, every play. And
Like what I mean in between commercials and stuff, you got.
oh, you mean the advertising? So
Yeah,
much, like the pushing of it.
Good Lord.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's we're joking about it, but it's not a joke, man. It's ruining people's lives.
It is.
It is bankrupting people and making millionaires richer.
Bet Rivers or whoever's out there, if you're listening, we're interested.
Yeah, we still want to advertise for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'm telling you, gambling is just such an addiction, right? So it's when you see it all the time, it can't be easy for a guy that's struggling with it.
No.
Like, shit, it's on every commercial of every sports.
Yeah.
The other day, lacrosse ended up on, and I don't remember. It was a different one. It wasn't the same one we see with Dan O'Toole.
Yeah.
Different. The UFC was on, and it was the Dan O'Toole company was on, but I was like, the two different sporting events, they both had different betting, and it's every time, and it's
too
crazy.
much.
Almost every set of commercials
It is.
has a gambling 1 30-second.
Whatever happened to the good old commercials where the guy's sitting in the hot tub and the other guy comes over the balcony and he says, "Hey, how's your diarrhea?" You know, or the Old Spice where his
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
who used my deodorant?
I know, man. There like commercials used to be just
Now
comedy,
it's gamble.
Well, they're selling on every commercial, like, or it used to just be food. I loved it.
Hey,
Come
food
to the
is great.
Olive Garden, yeah, unlimited brand.
I will take that, or beer.
Yes, and back when beer commercials used to
How about
have
the
sexy
Kokanee?
women on them.
The Kokanee commercials,
Yes.
with the
Bigfoot.
white Bigfoot. Yeah,
Yes, those were great.
those were great.
God, or the Budweiser. What?
Yes,
Love those. Not
Mill
anymore.
Street Brewery needs to get on a commercial
We'll do it
on the fans' perspective.
I'm
because
in.
we love Mill Street.
How
beer.
many beer you need me to drink before I talk? Whatever you tell me the number.
We love
I
it. Mill
will.
Street. We're available.
I introduced Mikey Dirk to Mill Street.
And
That's not bad. He said, I didn't know. I thought I was drinking a Coors Original because the can's that yellow. I didn't even
Yeah.
look. I'm like, that's better. I
yeah,
was like, Mill Street, that stuff's amazing.
it is.
hooked
I
on it.
love that
I
beer.
had 5 of them today already, so I switched to whiskey because too many beer get loaded. I ate so much Gaviscon tonight. No shit. I was at my brother's tonight at the nephew's birthday, and you eat too much. He served a bunch of food, and you got a bunch of beers, and it's hot. And I looked at Megan and I said, "I gotta fly home." She's like, "You okay?" Shit. Like, if I don't eat some heartburn, anything right now, I might. I don't know if I'm gonna die or have a heart attack or if it's gonna fall right out of my chest right now. But I need to go. So I drove
Something's
home
going on.
immediately, and I've got these like giant Gaviscon tabs, and like second, like more than 2, your mouth fills up with foam. It's
Yeah.
like the worst thing. And I
Yeah.
put like 12 in because it was that or lay
It
on
was
the
that
floor.
bad.
Oh, it was the worst I've had in probably almost
So
since Trefon's Pizza in Regina.
I heard a
Almost
rumor
killed
if
me.
you pop up the old.
Yeah, no, it's not happening, Tyson. This only goes in my mouth. It's not rectal.
Oh no,
pills,
you put one in your
dumbass.
mouth and one
Yeah.
down under.
I'm not from Australia. We don't do anything down under. And so I crushed, I don't know how
Uh-huh.
many, 8 or 12. And then I was sitting on the floor right in front of the air conditioning vent. And I'm like, okay, I got to go back to the party. I'm just going to catch my breath. But I couldn't. My mouth, if you just saw it, it was like the scene from Me, Myself, and Irene
Yeah.
when Jim Carrey's at the water fountain. He's like, it's like all dried up. Oh man, there was just
It
foam
looked like you had
everywhere.
rabies.
Totally. Yes, I like just guzzling the water. I was like,
The local
but-
health nurse was getting the
Yeah.
ready.
immediately felt better. Went back, and then it's your brain is your damn brain is so mean. I literally walked in, they were cutting the cake. I'm like, ooh, cake. Nope, wait a minute, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't eat it now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm done. I can't have any food till tomorrow. I got.
So that's why you canceled our barbecue. For
Yeah,
Sunday.
sorry about
You
that.
rock.
Yeah, I didn't cancel.
So I got something to tell you here.
Yeah, no heartburn.
No. Anyways, this is a marriage question here. So I'm gonna bring this up this morning. I'm going out for my coffee. Tara's sitting there drinking her coffee, and she says to me, pants looking a little tight this morning. And I says, what? Yeah, she says, your pants are looking a little tight. But I did wash them in hot water yesterday. I
They
says,
shrunk.
since when is this fair? So, like, you ask me questions, And I am supposed to just like say the nicest freaking things back. Like, how do I look? Oh, you look wonderful. Is this my color? Yes, it is. Did I lose weight? Sure, you did, honey. But I walk out, just go and get my cup of coffee, and I
Matt
get a
is just trying to get some caffeine.
yeah, I get a your pants look a little tight. So what kind of bullshit is this? This is so one-sided. Do you feel my pain?
Welcome to marriage. It
Can-
is complete. It is a slide.
Can you tell
One-sided.
Megan the truth, but not get the truth back? Or
Oh, I could definitely be
So-
truthful with Megan. Yeah,
so
I just
she
end up
says-
sleeping
So-
outside.
okay, yeah. So she comes and says, "Honey, how does this look on me tonight?"
If I said,
If you don't think it's very good, what can you say? What can you say?
so I've been getting
Say,
better.
let's think it's shitty.
Yes.
You think it's shitty. What's your approach here?
So I use a few terms. One is it just doesn't suit you. It just doesn't suit you.
Oh.
It just doesn't suit you. I don't know why.
That's
There's something else that
okay.
doesn't suit you.
That we'll call the ass kissing approach.
So totally,
ass
like,
kissing
so
approach,
it's not
right?
like it's a little tight around the hips or
Yeah, yeah.
geez, Christ almighty, the thing looks like it's glued on. It just doesn't suit.
When did you buy spandex, honey?
No, but
Okay.
I've used it.
Number one,
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of this
the ass
literally
kisser.
just
The ass kisser.
just
Okay.
recently. Just let me brain it on it here. She came out and she was trying on something, and I was like, that honey, that has no shape to it. It doesn't. It absolutely.
Do you justice?
Yeah, like honey, it absolutely doesn't. It doesn't fit you right. That absolutely has no shape to it. It's lost on you, and that was kind of the end. She's like, okay,
So
she loved it.
the ass kissing one, and no, doesn't
Bullshit.
make sense.
It's bullshit.
One.
Just
Doesn't make any sense.
Utter bullshit.
Okay,
comment.
so those are your two. You
That's
got
all I
anyone?
got. That's all I got. I pretty much used.
You mean
the
to
variant
say you
of that.
haven't? Oh, that looks great on you.
Oh shit! I lied. Absolutely. I've been married almost 11 years. Of course. Jesus, babe, I've never seen a dress look so good on a woman
Yeah.
before. My God.
Are you
Fantastic.
wearing that tonight?
Yeah. Are we going out? I like this. Are we going out? I thought we were having a night in.
I think we should stick.
Yeah. As I'm texting all my friends, we're canceling. We're canceling.
Yeah,
Honey, they actually they're not. We're not going.
Yeah,
anymore.
catch up. Oh shit! Sorry, honey. I'm such an ass.
Megan is pretty good though. She's never, even though I'll look at her and I'll be like, I don't fit in these clothes, and she is such a terrible liar. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Didn't notice.
Well, I told Tara, I says after that comment, I says, "You're making the freaking podcast tonight." I said, "This is bullshit. You can tell me, critique me, but I gotta be, thoughtful."
It's true. That's bullshit, ladies. That is absolute utter bullshit.
Tara, if you're listening at home, bullshit.
bullshit, so much bullshit.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll
yeah,
be sure to bring that up on Sunday. when I'm out
totally.
there.
Yeah, totally. I couldn't believe it though. It was like going for my coffee and creamer, minding my own business. Like I just want my
Man just
coffee.
wants his first 20 minutes of the day, that tranquil
Yeah.
time. That my first coffee in the morning, it's one of the best, and then that gets thrown at you.
Yeah, honey, your pants look a little tight. I guess
Maybe she washed them wrong.
She thought she said honey first, probably.
Yeah, I
so-
probably made it better.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetheart, I can see your nuts.
Oh,
So what do you got going on this week, Tyson? I know seating is done, wrapped up.
seating
We're
is done.
there.
Yeah, well, I gotta clean the air drill up a little bit when I get time.
Okay.
We were blessed with some moisture in the area,
Yep.
so spraying is gonna be hardcore.
Yeah,
Gonna
yeah.
go hard.
And we got some
And-
heat coming tomorrow.
Yes,
Looks like
and
30.
thunderstorms and
Yeah,
showers.
of course.
and-
If heat comes.
You bet you. And don't forget, we do have an excellent egg show coming at you on Sunday.
That's right.
Next
from
week,
today.
we're gonna have Tanis from Simplot on, asking questions. You can ask questions. She'll answer as best she can, give you advice, whatever you need. So,
Yep. Chemical, crops, weather, all that stuff.
so we are doing that egg show, but I will be spraying in the meantime. Grasshoppers is a big problem for a
huge
lot of
right
people.
now. Yeah.
And just weed control. Everybody's doing some
Yeah.
spraying. Peyton's got a little baseball, gonna be hitting
Oh, yeah.
that up.
How about the calving? All that's done.
Done, cows are in pasture.
Beautiful.
That's kind of like an afterthought now.
Yep. That's beautiful.
You bet that is.
Finally.
Haying is around the corner.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Thank God for the rain, though.
Yeah. Basically, my life is a sprayer and the fans' perspective.
That's awesome.
moving
It's a
forward.
good life.
Yeah, great life.
I like that.
Great life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome,
you,
man.
you got a big event starting tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna take off. Sorry, Donnie. I'm gonna leave you for a couple days. Work tomorrow at the office here, and then I've got the truck, which you saw already, and the trailer all loaded up with a bunch of grills and a bunch of booze. And
Nice.
gonna head to Calgary tomorrow night and stay at the hotel there for Monday night, Tuesday night, leave late Wednesday to come back home. So tomorrow night is just like a meet and greet, hang out with all the guys at Centennial Foods.
Yep.
And then we start prepping all day Tuesday, and I'll teach guys how to use the Traegers. Every team, I think it's 5 teams of 6 or 5 teams of 5, and it's a big cooking competition
Yeah.
on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
So a brisket is on the menu for everybody. Everybody's got to cook a brisket. So I'm going to teach them how to use the smoker overnight. So we're going to prep everything, then get everybody's smokers all ready, and
Yeah.
I'll teach them. That's kind of my job as the guy bringing the grills. And then we'll be cooking throughout the night, Tuesday night, and then all day Wednesday. And then we serve, I think we each have to serve 200 different appetizers. Like, it's pretty
Holy
wild. It's
cow,
quite a bit.
yeah.
And then when that's all done, I got to turn all the grills off,
Pack
clean them up, load them up, and come right back home Wednesday night so I can work Thursday morning.
Nice.
And then clean everything out of the trailer, put it all back in, and head down to the campgrounds. And we're doing the big fundraiser barbecue.
Oh yes, spike ball.
That's right, on
Yep.
Saturday. So I'm setting up. Me and Megan are running the food and the beer gardens.
Nice.
So I'll be doing. When you came, I was just finishing up the beef.
Yeah.
So I did shredded beef. We're doing pulled beef sandwiches and pork belly sandwiches, and the kids will get some slot dogs. And so that's that next week, and then the following week I'll be at Egg Plus Mechanical all day Friday.
Yeah.
Starting at 9 a.m., finishing up at around dinner time. And to all the customers at Egg Plus and Traeger people or just foodies, come on out, come hang out with me in the Western Canada Traeger rep. We're going to be cooking there. And then the next weekend, cooking at Nickelback.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm cooking yet or if I'm just going to the show.
Yeah.
I was picked to cook, but there's some rules in Canada or whatever kind of against bringing food into like Saddle Dome.
Yeah.
So there's some red tape. So if it doesn't work out, I at least still get to go to the show with the wife.
Yeah.
And then the following week, head up to Lloydminster and cook for the owner
you're
of
a busy
Troll.
man.
And then I get a little break until their big event up in Cold Lake. So
Wow.
the next 4 weeks is kind of hell. And like I've told you personally, I love the show a lot. I love doing this. I love my job. I love my kids, my family. I love summer. So this will be my last year where I'm going like this.
Yep.
I'm probably only going to be doing events wherever they're at.
Yep.
Or Chad Ward, and
Yep.
the rest I'm probably going to pull the plug
Yep.
on from now
Yep.
on. It's just too much with a family. With
I get
something-
ya.
This is probably my funnest hobby is this.
Yeah.
I love cooking. I live for it, but I'm getting wore out with it.
Yeah.
So it's not the passion. Like it'd be like
Your
you made me do this
way.
all
Your way.
day. When I'm supposed to be working, it would drag on you.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna take a step back, and so next summer will be a lot nicer, and I'll have a lot more time for this and for you guys. So yeah, the next little while is gonna be crazy busy. In between there, you know, village meetings, rec board meetings, hall meetings, fire meetings, all that. Cause I'm on every
Yeah.
damn board there.
Yeah, I
So,
think you are.
so it needs to slow down, and it will. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the turn and finally learn to say no. And
Yeah.
it's affecting the family. You know, it's time
Yeah.
I put them first. So
Yeah,
it's
sure.
and it's been great experience. Love it. Love my
Yeah.
food. But I'm gonna bring
It's
it.
not like you're just gonna not do it ever again.
That's
but
right.
you're
I'm gonna
just
hone it in and
control-
do the things.
Control.
Only the events that I absolutely love, or the Fox Valley fundraisers that better
Yeah.
our community.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm gonna
For
start.
sure, for sure. I actually Thursday night I got a really important night, a very special young lady.
Yes, you
at,
do.
Our future daughter-in-law. She's graduating from the U of S. So yeah, we're gonna be going up there and celebrating that. So
That's fantastic.
yeah, it is fantastic. She
Yes,
worked
congratulations.
very hard, Miss Michaela Scheller, and yeah, she engineer, geological engineer
Unbelievable.
with a
Congrats.
master's degree.
Wicked. Wow.
So yeah, she's pretty impressive young lady.
Yeah,
and so
that is
proud of her. So,
impressive.
yeah, it is. So yeah, we'll be doing that Thursday, Friday, and then checking out our daughter up there. And
Awesome.
gosh, on the weekend, I'm not sure what. Probably
Sunday,
back-
I'm coming up.
Yeah, Sunday you're coming out. Back to work Saturday, maybe a little bit,
Yep.
and Sunday. Yeah, try and take some Sundays off now. So
Yeah, you kind of have to. I mean, between calving and seeding and everything, and
And-
guys got to. You
Yeah.
have to take time for yourself, or you will completely get
you
wore
bet.
out.
And we are going to do a little bit of a fishing episode, the fans'
Yes,
perspective.
like I
and-
said, that's my issue. Is right now it's like finding the days to to hang and do something you want to do.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I don't
get
get to
it.
go on our family vacation this year because I'm going up with these guys. So my wife is going to the mountains and going, you know, in a cabin and whatnot with the kids, and I'm cooking.
Yeah,
You know, and
that's
and
hard.
yeah, and if I
That's
didn't
hard.
have kids or a wife, or it was just a wife, I could easily do it. But it's like shit. Now I'm missing out on family stuff, and they want me there.
Yeah.
It's not just
Yeah.
me feel like
No,
it'll be
no.
selfish. They
No.
want me there, and
Oh,
it's nice for
100%.
Megan for me to be there
Yeah.
to help out because you know kids have meltdowns and they're
Yeah.
kids.
Well, you know,
And
just because I'm a friend of yours, probably I could take applications and then we could review who could take your spot.
Sure.
You know, I'll
sure, they
scroll through them for Megan, and please send your pictures in too. And
so
you know,
I have two
tops, keep your tops on,
I have
please.
two
you know.
requisites. If you're a guy and you want to go fill in for me, I need you to be a homosexual, first of all, because I don't trust any man with my wife. I love my wife. And second of all, you can't be taller than me. So that pretty much rules everybody out. So sorry, babe. You're stuck with me.
Oh,
That's it. That's all I got.
any two-footed males out the
Yeah,
window now. Oh, man, I'm sure those 8 seconds would be hard to replace.
Oh, you know what?
I'm just saying.
Just like a bull rider.
Yeah.
They're pretty
What
cool.
are you saying? You use a bull whip or
No,
what?
I use it every I got
Or
to
bull rope?
Whatever it takes. They call me JB Mooney.
No, and then family is some of that is when you miss it, you can't get it back. And
They're at a good age this year. I don't want to miss too much. So
time flies too, man. I'm
Oh.
telling you, I'm down to my last year with the guy at home,
it's
and
crazy.
it is crazy. I
Fuck, is
said
he
to
old?
Tara, I am very old, and I actually a few times already. So Peyton was at a grad party again last night.
Where last night?
Leader.
Okay.
Leader. So, anyways, me and Mama are sitting at home and looking at each other, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like this is quiet. This is kind of boring too."
They're
What are we gonna do? Like,
He's gonna be following Parker and Levi and
yes, I
Lily
will.
around. Yeah.
100%. You give me one of them, and I'm off to hockey, buddy.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun.
I'm excited for volleyball season, all the fall sports and stuff.
Oh,
too.
I'm so excited for volleyball this year. I never followed it all till the end, and I really should have.
Yeah.
Big mistake. I just, when you're so busy, it's like I could, but I had to make an
It's
effort
hard.
to do it. And I
Yeah.
had so many things, and like I said, I'm gonna stop doing the things that completely overwhelm me, and I'm gonna go for the things that just I love.
And we
So-
got a big year for the fans' perspective, like the Rider Ranter.
I'm
going to be
super
after all the
excited to have
games,
some
yes.
fun with that.
At
guys.
least an hour we're going to go after every
That's
game. And so the Rider Ranter by the fans' perspective. We got our regular shows. We got a bunch of interviews lined up.
Yeah,
like,
we do.
We're going to be on another gentleman's podcast, and he's
Yeah,
going to be on
talked to him
our...
yesterday.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
we'll
going to
be
be coming
anytime.
very soon.
So
I would say after Tanis, we got to go him.
yeah, I think that'd be great. He wants us on his show. We'll go on his. He is a super, super cool dude. Let me quickly look up the handle right now. You guys should check him out if you're not already.
Yes, because the fans' perspective will be on this show. So
Yeah,
that,
and
that
he
will be
is
awesome.
He's amazing. Dick Frost.
Dick!
He's got a huge following on the old TikTok, and he's big on Instagram, and he is a blue collar bastard.
So I am going to, I tell you what, I'm going to let you arrange that baby, and I'm just going to show you because you have the event schedules.
Yeah,
You fit it where you can do it, and then
perfect. We'll figure it out. We just want to let everybody know right now there will be no filtering. There will be no nothing. This guy's off the cuff, and he is hilarious, and
it will be great.
And I will tell you, his opinion will be spoken, and we are not going to be honing in on that. He's an oil field boy, and he has been slighted by the government big time, and he's an Alberta
Haven't
boy.
we all?
You're right.
Haven't we all?
Blue collar has been hit the hardest, especially in Western Canada.
And again, July 1, but
And-
that's a whole nother.
Yeah, holy.
What an
When does it end? Yeah,
when does it end? So yeah, it's like an extremely busy summer ahead for the fans' perspective, and we are gonna be at a Rider game at some
yeah,
point.
we have to.
we-
I right now I'm only scheduled to go to one with the kids.
Yeah.
But I'd love to get to
And-
more,
and
especially if they're good.
We'll
Son
do
of a
the rider
bitch.
rant from son-in-law's deck in
Oh.
Regina with the Traeger smoking, and
Be great.
try and catch that maybe on a Friday, and we can all stay over and crash and
Oh yeah, I'd love to check out Brett's place.
let the women show
Whatever
up
they
on
do,
Saturday.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever they do.
we can
They
do that
just
too,
take the
so-
credit card.
You
I don't know where
betcha.
it goes from there.
Yeah, well, mine's full, so no big deal.
Yeah, but there's not much room left on
Yeah.
mine either, so they can go for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no drinks.
Yeah.
No drinks.
But so yeah, it's a big summer
Uh.
ahead, lots of good stuff, and lots of interviews. We're gonna have Britt back on as the rider.
Yeah,
season gets going.
I texted her today. Did I
Yeah.
tell you?
No.
So we were at church this morning, of course, being Sunday, and up on the wall, Megan is like, "Come in here, take a picture of this." I was like, "What is it?" And she's like, "It's the Dort family's on the wall, of course, because they used to go to our church." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I said that the little." So I put them on, and I sent the picture to Brittany, and she basically just said like an LOL, like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god."
Yeah.
She's like 6 or 7 in the
Yeah,
photo.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's hilarious. I'll show it to you after the show. But there's her and Jenny and Tim, Don, Jeff.
Yeah.
They're all up there. It's hilarious. Yeah,
Sweet.
probably from 1999.
Jenny is in Texas,
So-
some darn place.
Really
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, she's living
Good
down
for
there.
her, living in the good land.
You
I love
betcha, but-
Texas, baby.
So we got a lot coming with that, and
Justin
we're gonna
Close is home this month.
Justin Close.
So-
We're gonna have him coming
Yeah,
on.
tell us his thoughts and see what he's gonna do. He's not going to school, but he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
I wanna
He's
know all about
eligible for
that.
one more year.
Yeah, COVID added an extra.
He's
if he wanted it.
graduated, but he
You
still gets
bet.
to play one more year.
I would assume knowing Justin and the family he comes from, probably do some upgrading on
Yeah.
different things. Just a light
Take
course.
a class or
Yeah.
two. Yeah,
Yeah, do some stuff. Like he'll make sure his time is useful because he's a smart
probably
kid.
the bugger's gonna take like photographic pornography or something like that.
Well, I'll talk to him about it. I mean,
Yeah.
if he needs a guy to hold the light,
Oh,
whatever he
thank
needs.
God! I thought
yeah.
you were gonna say pose or something.
Oh yeah,
like that.
no, nobody wants. Nobody wants
And
that.
stay tuned because we will have some Rough Riders.
Yes, actually,
And-
you know, one of our listeners, I won't name names or anything, but he has a direct link to Chris Best.
Yep.
So he said he would reach out to him for us.
Nice,
So
nice.
we'll
Well, that
see.
would be great.
He used to work with him.
Oh, cool. And
So,
Natasha will be coming back on.
yeah,
again, so that
I can't
she-
wait to talk to her, especially during stamp season.
Stamp season. Yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna when we're ahead of them.
Yes,
we're
that's when
gonna-
I want to be like, Natasha,
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and probably kind of the week before we go to Calgary for a game, right? Because when the Riders are going that week, we want to,
Yeah,
kinda
of course.
prod the bear. if you
Absolutely.
wanna
We like to
say.
poke a bit.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, that's
For sure.
shit.
You
That's
betcha.
what we do.
And some musical guys coming on, and it's endless. Like
Yeah.
you put in a lot of hours in the show, and I put on a lot of hours, and
And we want to
we're
put more
arranging.
in.
Yes,
and
we're
we're-
gonna.
we're-
It's gonna get better all the time.
You know, I want to handle the socials a little better and whatnot.
And this,
yeah, you guys, honestly, these are so nice. I'm stoked. I'm wearing them all week down at Centennial. So
although
I-
it appears I
turned
could have changed maybe
Yeah.
one or two.
And thank you, Source for Sports in Medicine
Yes.
Hat. You guys did a fantastic job. The quality seems fantastic. I'm super pleased with it. And
Maybe we could sell them back, a couple of them to them.
do you guys want some?
Yeah,
we're selling them at 175% markup, and
Yeah.
you're in.
yeah,
And so yeah, we got. I'm excited. The t-shirts are gorgeous.
they are.
You haven't tried them on yet.
No,
So,
no, well,
but,
you don't want
uh,
to see what's under.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I apparently from Tara.
Apparently, my pants were too
we'll,
tight.
We'll have
so
to order a new size for Tyson. Apparently,
I'm gonna go home and straight to the keto.
right to the keto. It works, but man, do I get a headache?
I just want to send a little message to my wife. Like, use cold water next time.
Yeah, exactly. You.
You know, that's actually
The pants are smaller.
Peyton washes his stuff with hot.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because young teenager, he wants
Yeah, a little tighter, right?
Skin ass,
a little more
tight
showy, a
ass,
little more
jeans,
showy.
yeah. Yeah, and
Nice work, Peyton. You screwed your dad over.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Peyton.
You're out of the will.
You made my pants look tight, you little bastard.
You are out of the will.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's probably
boy.
happy about that because a farmer's child in a will is never a good thing. Man.
Yeah, I'm just inheriting debt, Dad.
Yeah.
You did.
I'm at the farm.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah. An insurance guy, totally different story, man.
Very different. You get the Atco trailer.
Yeah.
Parker, the Atco trailer is yours. Levi, you can have the sea can.
But you have to share with Charlie.
That's right. Yeah, and Lily, you can have the bar fence. They have quite the establishment for that. I'm keeping the sign.
You betcha, you betcha. Well, we got a little off track here.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it is. But back on track for sports. Blue Jays starting to play a little better.
Build momentum.
Baltimore's kind of going the other way.
One tonight.
We're
50-50. So it's just we were going so fast. Like you said, it's such a season like this.
Long season.
And it was just like this. And now it's exactly like this.
Yeah.
From one game to the next. One game they can't get on base. Next night they score 9 runs.
When you think
crazy.
of it,
it's a weird sport from a guy on the outside
is.
learning it. It's crazy.
Yeah. But you look at it, 162 games. There's no other professional sports or season like that. Like
most don't play 2 seasons that have that many games.
They're playing every day.
Every day.
Virtually. I mean, they get a day off.
I get an alert on my phone in the morning who plays. They play every day. It's like shit. If I actually enjoyed watching as much as I just like following and then reading all the articles after, I'll get to it someday when I have time. I still have time for baseball to watch it all the time, but I do watch the highlights, which I've never done before. So I'm learning and I'm getting into it. But if you love baseball and you were retired, shit, that'd be the best sport ever. No wonder so many old guys love it. There's a game on every day for them.
100%.
They know the players so well.
Yeah.
And they know the rotation of who's coming into pitch automatically, all the time because they play every day. And so, we used to have a family in Leader who kind of took us in as like their grandkids.
Yeah.
They didn't have grandkids. And so they treated us like them. We lived there for a while. I didn't, my older brothers did, but throughout years after, they still were grandma and grandpa to us.
Yep.
And they watched every Blue Jay game. And I remember every time we'd go there was a damn Blue Jays game on, and they were always.
Well, now they got the Blue Jays in 30, which is kind of good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Really
highlights.
Cool.
So if you're not
like me, like a new
hours,
guy and whatnot, that's perfect for me.
It is.
Except for they don't have Orioles in 30, so I just gotta get that because.
Buddy, all I can say is get ready because you're going to be looking up.
Oh, I don't think so.
I know. I know so. I know so. It's going to happen. Baltimore just has that feeling,
Nope.
Happened to Lamar. It's
nothing has
happened to the Orioles.
It ain't happening to the Orioles. You said they were going to be dog shit at the start of the year, and they're going to be.
Because you started to cheer for them. Like if I would have told the truth. I would have told the truth if you didn't cheer for them. They're going to be okay.
I hate baseball. I like it now because it's another sport. It's a great avenue to talk about, and it's an awesome American sport. I just hate baseball as a person. I've never played it, never grew up with it, so it's the right thing. But I'm learning.
Yeah.
But I literally picked the Orioles for only one reason, because Megan's like, you might as well pick a team that's where your football team is. If we ever get there, you can get to a game at least. I'm like, perfect, pick them. Had no idea they're in the same division, all that shit.
Camden Yards is a beautiful ballpark. If
you ever
get there, it's beautiful.
Really? Yeah. Well, I do.
I have only seen it, but and you will see the fans' perspective in the batting cage this summer, by the way, too. So. Tune in and watch Josh taking a 90-mile-an-hour.
Yeah, right off the kneecap. Yeah, it is in the hospital, folks.
Jeez, I've never really seen a pitching machine.
Funny. Stars always wanted to sponsor the show, and now they get to carry the host.
I've never seen a pitching machine do that before. Like throwing in that.
Tyson's got the online thing. He's directing it over right in his sack. Yeah. You idiot.
So yeah, we'll be in the batting cage.
I can honestly say I've never taken a pitch.
Really?
I've the oldest I played up to was parent pitch.
Jeez, I should get
a slow pitch.
I should get Peyton to pitch.
Not a chance do I trust him. No, Peyton for fun would be me.
Because
there is no doubt.
The way he pitches, I'm not saying it would be
on purpose.
Intentional.
Does he pitch?
Oh yeah, he does, and he actually has a great arm control. Is kind of his. He's like Wild Thing.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies.
Gosh, if he got control, like he can throw hard, but he did wreck his arm, as I always told him. Now, son, warm up good before you throw the ball hard, eh? In one ear, out the other. Of
Yeah,
course.
every kid.
And when you hurt your arm one time,
Yep, especially
is
with the
n-
rotation issue.
it is never the same. The elbow is the problem. all of us
Elbow is
say.
his.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's mine too. I remember one time as a kid, tennis ball. I used to play my brothers and stuff, and you'd throw that tennis ball without no weight, right?
Yeah.
Throw it hard as hell. Well, and after an hour, your arms start feeling it, and you
Yeah.
would have cut it off if you could have.
Yeah,
Aching.
and it's not that it's something that just fixes itself. You're right.
No.
My shoulder's done from volleyball, and it's toast. Like I just got asked to play in men's
Jesus,
league.
I
and
didn't think bench warmers
Oh,
like.
I
How
have
does a
so
bench
many
warmer hurt-
provincial gold medals. I played Team Sask for God's sake.
How
I
does a
was not
bench
even.
warmer hurt his shoulder?
The only bench
Oh,
that I ever
I know it
sat
now.
on was hockey.
It was the high five when you got to
Whoa.
win the game.
The one sport that I actually excelled at, you dickhead. The one.
Yeah, but the other
They
team
won.
was handicapped after that.
They were not half the time. If you're handicapped or you're not.
Well, no, they
handicapped.
played like shorthanded, handicapped.
They did not. That was the Golden Prairie kids. They just didn't have enough to field the team.
Yeah.
There was four
And
guys and
still
one
won, and
girl.
still won.
We never lost the Golden Prairie.
Well, that's because you didn't play my team.
That's true. We didn't
Yeah.
because you're 30 years older than me. You're such an asshole.
We brought the W in wins.
Oh my
Like-
God.
like
Do you know that
Golden Prairie.
my grade 10 year,
Yeah,
so it was the very first year of our dynasty. That was the first
Yeah,
year Darren
yeah.
coached.
yeah.
Darren coached it, and I played.
And I know
Team
there were
Stas,
some Golden Prairie kids out there.
and nobody on that year. The next year, so that I'm the only kid
So
that's ever started as a grade 10 starter and
Yeah.
won it all.
So they had no players.
Um,
then is what you're saying.
so-
that
so,
year, 'cause
yeah,
you started
so
as a grade 10.
Brusky, no, Brusky never started even in our
Martin?
grade 11 year. Wade Martin did. Yeah, and then Brusky did in grade 12.
Oh, okay.
So they made Brusky and Salts did
Yeah.
when in my
yeah.
grade
And
12 year, he was
nephew
in grade
on that
11.
team, I
So
think.
which one was that?
Logan.
Logan would have been a grade.
Wasn't he
with
same
Salts?
as Salts? I think he was with Brennan.
Yeah, so it would have been
Wade was
Salts-
older.
he would have been Salts' backup for
Yeah.
that position.
Yeah.
And yeah, we won my grade 10 year. I was the setter, and we won that year, and then we won my grade 11 year, and then of course my grade 12 year, and then I coached the next 2 years. And by coach, I mean just sat on the bench. Darren did all the coaching. Jack got 5 gold medals in a row. It was awesome.
Congratulations, by the way, Kira Lehman.
Yes, made Team Sask, which
yes.
is super cool. Out of Fox Valley, I don't know who's all ever made it. It's not easy to make that team.
So how do you get there? Do you get an invite or how's that?
No,
Or you
so
go
it's
try?
open invite tryouts. So
Okay.
when I went, it was me, Sean Lerner, Eric Lerner, and I don't remember. Oh,
Is it in fall or when is it? After the volleyball season?
it's
obviously.
right now.
Oh, right now.
Yeah, that's
okay.
why she just made it. Yeah. So this would be the third camp. So
Mhm.
it starts, I believe, in like February.
Okay.
And so there's 3 different camps, or it was when I played,
Yeah.
which was a long time ago. So there's 3 different camps, and they're each about a month apart.
Yep.
And you find out at the end of your camp. Like you don't got to go home
If
and
you
wait
move on.
if you move on or if you're cut. And so my year, there was me, Eric, and Sean, and one other person from Fox Valley, and then a Gil and another kid from Leader that came and tried out, and it was hilarious because the Gil kid and the Noggle,
Yeah.
the Gil and the Noggle and Sean and Eric were by far better hitters, like more aggressive, like big guys, and I was just going there. I didn't even pick a position. Like they
Yeah.
asked you to pick a position. I said, I just want to go in all the drills. And I
Wherever
can
you
set
put
and
me.
pass. And if you need me to be libero, I'll do whatever it takes. Like
Yeah.
my brother Justin was a legacy member. He didn't just play Team SAS. Justin was the captain
Yeah.
for 2 years and was dominant. And
And a
people know his
small guy.
name.
Small guy.
That's right. And starting power.
Yeah.
Shortest ever, I believe, to this day.
Yeah.
So
So did you make it your grade 12 year, 11 year? or
no,
what?
9 and 10.
Okay.
Yeah, and then at the end of grade 10, they told me if you don't grow like 5 inches, don't bother coming back to camp in the off season. I said, well, that ain't gonna happen. So I never came back.
I grew 5 inches in
But-
the last 8 years.
No,
How the hell
I
am I gonna
maxed
do-
out at like grade 7. Like I was the same in grade 9 and 10 already. And but it was pretty funny. Like we got to we all sit in the gym, and I think there was like 49. And then they basically say there will be, because there's like 6 camps
Yeah.
across the province. We went to Rosetown. And he said there will be 20 guys going forward from this camp. And he just starts reading off names. but we didn't realize the names he was reading off were the names that were cut.
Yeah.
So you're reading off names and like Eric Lerner, Sean Lerner, the Noggle. This is I kind of excited.
All these guys are making it.
Everybody made it. I didn't. I'm sitting there. You're devastated, but you're also like you're
Reality,
you're 16, 17, and you're like not gonna cry. It's
No.
like you're pissed off.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's like, and I thank you guys all that I just named. Thank you guys for coming out. And I'd love you guys to come back next year. I didn't see a bad volleyball player out there, but for this year, you guys are done. And I was like, done. Those guys are done. Those guys are they didn't call my name. I'm like, holy shit. I was like crazy. So I like went up there and his name was Don. His nickname was Turtle, the coach. Ended up coaching U of S actually a couple years later, which is pretty cool. And I was like, I made the next cuts, and he looked at me and goes, kiddo. He said, you're gonna make the team. He's like, there's 2 more camps. Like you're gonna make nobody was diving for balls like you. He's like, you got effort.
Yeah.
I said, well, I got nothing else. I was like, so that's all I got. He's like, we're gonna turn you into a setter. So this time I was playing junior, just moving to senior, right? So I was a power hitter because in junior boys net it's low, and I had a huge vertical. So he's like, you're gonna be a setter. Your hands are great. You need to set. I'm like, set. I want to set on hit.
I'm a hitter.
So he's like, look at this guy. And his name is Noah Rauschenfohl.
Yeah.
Crazy story. He ended up reffing hockey. He's 7 feet tall.
Really?
And he was 6'10" back then. He's like, you're not playing front row against that. He's like, you're a setter and you've got the hands to do it. So the next camp, he kind of told me at the start, like he's like, you don't have to like, when cuts come and whatnot. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. Like, but you got to hone in on setting. So they just had me in the setting drills. It was like, so the whole time, like I knew I made it already. It was awesome. And I got to be a really good setter. And it was great for Darren. He didn't have a starting setter. So I ended up, just flying in there. And when you get a good setter, it's just so easy to run. You can run everything, right? Yeah. And it opened up the game. And I would have never made and today I would still never make it even that position or any other one. The game has grown. Yeah. Like our middle hitter was 7 feet tall, but our powers were 6'2". The powers, I believe, right now for Team Sask, juvenile team is like 6'5" and 6'7". Yeah. It's absurd. That's absurd. The right side is even taller, and the middle is like 7 feet. Yeah. The setters are now 6 feet.
No room for small guys.
No, there isn't. You could be a libero, but even the libero, I think, was like 6 feet. So when I went, we ended up in Winnipeg for nationals. Yeah, that's where our championship was, and it was extremely funny because Team Alberta, who wins every year, and they won that year as well. Their A team won first, their B team won second. Like they just cleaned house. The coach, he was visiting with me, and he's like, dude, it is, I don't know how to say this without offending you, but it's laughable seeing you here. I was like, yeah. He's like, that like all the coaches at the coaches meeting, we look at all the paper and whatnot. You're the shortest guy that's ever made a provincial team, ever. Ever starting in like they got a list of the 6 guys on each team, and the rest are on the bench. Nobody looks at the heights or stats of those. And I think to this day I am still the shortest name at 5'5" to ever make it. Yeah, I'm like, wow, well, I'm proud, I guess. I really don't want to say that, but it's too bad because there's a lot of good players. Fox Valley's produced some amazing and some amazing guys that played college ball and went that far. Yeah. But you're right, it does suck with sports, and that's why I kind of fell in love with golf. It doesn't matter. Baseball's another sport. You don't have to be a monster. You don't have to be this, but I'm no good at that. Curling is another good one. Yeah. Hockey, you can't be tiny though. No. Not in playoffs. There's a big man's game. You're getting hit, right? And goaltending, absolutely not. And that's football. You can be a tiny running back. Yes, and tiny in the sense of short. Those guys are beasts. Oh, those guys got tree trunk 5'4", 235 pounds. And solid muscle. Yeah. So it's it sucks. I feel bad because my kids, like your kids, they're super athletic, but it's going to be high school sports. Thank God mine got some height from Tara's mother's side. Yeah. Because holy, the Jack State side's terrible. Yeah, like the small. They did get my vertical though. Yeah. Yeah. Did they? My vertical. Yeah. Could you jump? Oh yeah. I could. Oh wow. I could hit. Cool. I could hit in senior too. No way. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. But there's a lot of
more,
short
not
guys
no more
that could
because
jump.
I am a senior now.
Tyson, I can't jump either, and I'm not.
But I do love playing volleyball still to this day.
Do you?
Oh, I love it.
I have to avoid it at all costs because my shoulder is completely done.
Yeah.
It's like a grinding feeling. What do they call it? I need to go get it's around my rotator cuff and they grind it.
Oh, okay.
So it's got all like a bone spurs or something.
Yeah.
And it's just from
Yeah.
absolutely no warming up. None
Yeah.
of that shit.
I always
Because I
say
never
to
did.
Peyton, like, you should be tossing a football to warm up in volleyball.
Totally. It's a great idea. That's
Yeah.
why that's why they have that drill where they're constantly throwing the ball
Yeah.
back and forth, swinging slow.
Yeah.
And then faster and faster and slamming down. They're not doing that just to look
No,
cool.
no.
That is warming all their muscles, all their joints, all that shit.
Yeah.
That is
And when you're
completely-
the power sometimes, like if you don't warm up in a game, you could get 35, 40 balls
No.
a set at you. You like,
completely.
and if you're
especially-
not warm,
If you're the
That's
starter
brutal.
number one power, you're gonna get 70% of the balls thrown your way.
yeah, like, and that's not good if you're not warmed up. And it don't matter what sport,
What
warming
sport?
up is key.
Stretching, warming up. We sound like old men, but seriously, holy shit. this
You
goes a
know,
long way.
that's what I do kind of before I make my coffee in the
Mm.
morning. I do a little of my stretches and
He was going to this morning, but the pants were at
yeah, the pants were too
the
tight.
door right now. Thanks a lot, Peyton.
Yeah. Peyton's fault.
Friggin' hot
Tara had to
water.
Tell me, like,
Yeah, you know what, Peyton and Tara, both you guys are in trouble right
yeah,
now. I'm
like,
telling
why
you.
didn't she text me at least? You know, it wouldn't
Or-
have been so personal. But
Or there's a better way to say it, Tara. Could have been like,
have you lost weight? Those pants look loose.
yeah, I mean, no, that's fine. It could have been like one of those, you know, the pants just ain't suiting you today. You should put some different pants on. Something like that. you know?
I don't like your pants.
I don't like your pants. Those are weird
But
pants.
obviously, as I've discovered, it's okay for wives to tell the truth and husbands
Oh,
totally
Do not
lie
do
through
not
your teeth.
ever
Lie.
tell the truth.
Yeah.
Unless you don't like Ray Lewis bedroom time. Then tell all the truth you want.
What is that again? I should
Yeah,
Google that. Here,
I'll
let me
I'll
Google
send you a
that.
link. It's not visual, so no worries.
Oh, but yeah, so that was a good story, and we're gonna have a story. Blair Baylog, a gentleman I met getting mustard seed over by Vauxhall.
Awesome.
He went through the baseball academy there.
Yes,
and,
You told me.
he's got a really good story to tell, and we're going to experience that through his eyes of how it is
Actually
leaving
living
home
it.
early. Yeah, and we're also going to do Stefan like that too.
Yeah.
Stefan Meyer.
I'm
And-
excited to get Steph on.
Yeah, and we're going to do both of them guys, and you know, see how it was growing up, leaving home at an early age, because we all see the glory in making the sports.
Being in sports.
Yeah. We don't see the sacrifices or feel the sacrifices. I don't care who you are.
Agreed.
It ain't easy leaving home at 15.
No. There'll be moments of like, this is awesome freedom. And
Yep.
there'll be moments of, man, I miss everything.
I miss
You're having a bad
everyone.
day, a depressed day. You need mom, you need your brothers, your friends. that
You
are
need
down the
dad's
street.
tight pants to
Yeah,
be, you know,
exactly. You
walking
want to
around.
see dad walking around with a spandex having a coffee in the morning. Every guy needs that. Nobody needs that.
So back to a little CFL talk here. Who are your playoff teams in the East? Who are your playoff teams in the West?
All right,
Start with that.
let's go Winnipeg, Saskatchewan for the top two. And then
So Winnipeg, Saskatchewan in the West. Top
honorable
two.
mention,
Who's the third? Who's the
Calgary.
third? Calgary.
Yeah.
Calgary in at number 3. Stanishevsky's team slides
yeah,
into number
Natasha's-
3.
and we knocked the piss out of them in the playoffs.
Oh, that would be good coming to Mosaic.
And yeah, good luck.
Okay.
Come
east
to the
side,
toilet
east
bowl,
side.
and you are going to get.
So you're
blown.
saying Winnipeg, Saskatchewan, West Final.
Yep.
Okay, east side.
Hamilton,
Hamilton. Oh my God.
Toronto.
Oh, young Chad Kelly.
Yep. I mean, I don't like Montreal, and I don't like Fajardo.
You know what? I think he's going to do okay there.
I do too, but no.
Ottawa, you're taking Ottawa.
Yeah, I am, which is weird because they're completely out there, but I'm going to
Yeah.
take them. I think Montreal. I don't know if I have enough pieces for him to be good.
Yeah.
I just don't. And I think BC losing Nathan Rourke is a massive.
So I got
loss.
in the east side, I got Hamilton, Ottawa, Montreal,
Okay.
Toronto
way at the bottom. Out.
Toronto in the
All
west.
right, I like it.
In the West, I got Winnipeg, of course. That's a no-brainer, number one.
Number 2.
I actually think Saskatchewan is going to be in a dogfight with BC and Calgary for the 2-3. It could go any
You think
way
so?
there. Yeah. I think BC's got enough talent. Calgary's got enough talent. What we do have over both those teams now is the veteran quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, we
We
do.
got Trevor Harris. They
We
got
do.
young Meyer in Calgary. And in BC, they got well, he used to play for the Riders. I'm trying to think. He came out of Montreal here. Now they traded for him last season.
Oh yeah.
And they also got though BC. Here is the wild card, Dane Evans, who used to play in
Yep.
Hamilton. And I kind of like Dane Evans. So I think he'll be the starter by the end. But I'm thinking of Adams.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of his first
Yep.
name, but Adams is the quarterback. They got him out of Montreal
Yep.
last year.
He has flashes of awesomeness.
Yeah, he's a good running quarterback at times.
Yeah,
and-
running quarterback.
Yeah. So between those 3 teams, I think it's going to be 2 and 3. I can't see Edmonton making the playoffs yet.
I don't either. I throw them away. I mean,
but I think they are going to be better. They are going to be better.
their 2-year plan is going to be playoffs because Chris Jones doesn't lose for long.
No. So the Elks are going to be better. I'm going to say the Elks are like 7-11-ish record.
Yeah, which is a big step forward for them.
Big step,
and then we
maybe
can
8
flip
and 10.
flop
Yeah.
that record for next year.
I think Saskatchewan, BC, and Calgary are all going to be that 10 and 8-ish,
Yeah.
7 and 7 maybe. I think the West is quite a bit stronger than the East. I think the Toronto's is going to be 500 or less. I think Ottawa could get second place in the East with 500.
I agree. I think the East is going to be that
And
same
Montreal,
slugfest.
yeah, Montreal could be that, 8 and 10 and maybe make the playoffs.
That's right.
Depends on where the
East
fourth.
always seems to have a team around there that makes it.
Yeah, it depends where the 4th place team in the
Yeah.
West sits, because if you're a game better, you get to slide in,
I don't argue
the
too
wild
much
card.
with those numbers.
And I'm hoping Saskatchewan can squeak out a home playoff game. That would be awesome.
That'd be great.
West final would be great. Bo Levi in the East, I think Hamilton will host.
I'm excited to see that.
Yep. And we'll see. Winnipeg, I think they're gonna come down a peg.
Well, I mean, they lost their number 1 receiver now.
Yeah,
So-
I wasn't a Lawler fan anyway.
No, but I mean, I never realized his numbers were as
I
good as
think
they were.
the best
That's
receiver in the
crazy.
league this year is going to be Darrell Walker.
I agree.
Like
I
he
want-
looked fast the other night.
I
like,
100%. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
he
don't
does
forget,
it. He looked good.
and he likes Harris.
Yeah.
As well.
He looked really
So-
good. So I can see him. That's
Schaefer
gonna be-
Baker, man, he's not even playing right now. That
No,
kid
he
is-
had a minor surgery there to
Stud.
clean some stuff up. But I think Darrell Walker is going to have a big season, and Duke who is all I'm going to say.
I don't know
We're
who
not
she
gonna-
is.
We're not going to miss her.
Sounds like a nice lady.
Yeah, I mean,
I took a
and
Duke
the old
earlier.
the old line is going to be great. I actually took a picture.
I took a Duke and White My Johnson a little earlier.
I
so it
took a
should be good to
picture
go.
here of the Riders starting. Where is it here? It should be on the fans' perspective. Instagram. Anyways, I took a picture of the Riders starting O-line, offensive team, defensive team, and I don't see many holes. Like middle linebacker, Larry Dean is going to slide in there nicely.
Oh, I like him.
We're going to miss Sankey. He was good.
Oh, he was great. Darnell Sankey was
Yeah.
fantastic. He
Micah
did-
Tights coming back is a huge.
gonna be huge. Yeah,
On the other side, I mean,
we still have
Moncrief
that
is
Clark?
still hurt.
yeah, but he's coming back. He'll be
He'll
back.
be back. Yep,
Moncrief is a big deal too.
he is.
We got Nick Marshall on the corner, the one corner, which is huge, having a veteran presence, a guy like him.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so many good pieces.
I'm just gonna look up here because I seen. Search it because I did see the Riders. Okay, here we go on offense. Starting left tackle, Mr. Blake. Left guard, Johnson. Godber, the free agent
Yeah.
signing at center. Perland, right guard. Lofton, who I don't know, is our right tackle. Darrell Walker, wide receiver. Emilius, another wide receiver. Morrow, running back. Harris, quarterback. Bain Jr., wide receiver. Lenius and Waneke. There's our starting offense. Starting defense.
That's only our starting offense till our guys that
Yeah.
are on injury come off. Don't forget.
Christmas is at defensive tackle.
Oh yes, yeah.
Brown is at defensive tackle. Pete Robertson.
Oh, he's a beast. Robertson is an absolute beast.
Lenier, the second, is
Yeah.
another lineman.
Huge.
Micah Tights, D.
Awesome.
Revis is our
Oh yeah.
strong linebacker. Of course, Mr. Marshall, Milligan, who played for us
Yep.
last year. Dalkey is a new
Oh yeah.
guy, free safety. Henderson played last year, and Clark played last year.
Yeah,
So,
I like Clark a lot too. Yeah.
and there is no special teams lineup, but I know our kicker struggled.
Yeah, he did. But our holder was brand new for that game as well.
Well, it could be then. Yeah.
And they said he struggled big time getting the ball down. Twice there was a hesitation before the kick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think that
They did
play a
clean it
lot.
up though later on in the game.
Yes.
They did hit a couple.
Yes. I mean, I holder had a lot to do with
Oh,
it,
holding
so-
the holder, everything on
Yeah.
kicks.
So it was Brad. It was his first time.
Yeah.
So whoever it was,
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but they talked about it. They said, "Don't put the, like, of course, on Twitter, they're
Oh,
always like,
100%.
don't just throw him under the bus." It was a new kicker, and they said
Yeah.
twice were hesitation kicks. They
Yeah,
called them. Which
and I think
means there was-
Vedvik is the punter again.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
And I don't know who they're gonna have on special teams, but they'll have some.
They'll make it work.
Oh yeah, yeah. So,
I love our offense. I love our defense.
I'm excited. I am.
First
so
time in a few years.
I gotta say, since COVID, this is the most exciting season for me. bar
9
none.
million%.
Yeah,
Same.
I am super excited.
I barely followed last year. That's how
I actually
have.
it's been 2 or 3 years and I haven't, like, the Riders are
I
playing.
just check them on my phone.
It's like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah, well,
I'm excited. It's time.
It is exciting. It is
follow
our
it like
team.
I do the NFL.
It is our team, and yeah, green is the color, baby.
You bet. And football is the game, and I cannot wait to get into that toilet bowl.
And I guess because we're gonna, maybe have a couple riders on the show and stuff like that, that kind of piques our interest a little bit too.
Yeah, it
and
doesn't hurt.
kind of getting to know some of these guys and talk with them and bring them
And
to our fans.
the
Bring them
optimism
to our
helps,
fans.
'Cause there's
Yeah.
been no optimism the last couple of years. So all these little things.
Kind of
change
like
it.
farming. It's been very similar.
Oh,
The riders suck. Actually, it's been a tough go in this country.
Yeah.
Riders, no hope.
Trudeau,
Trudeau,
Riders,
no hope.
drought.
Drought, no hope. Grasshoppers, you name it.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're turning a corner, baby.
That's right. We're
We
getting
are.
a little bit of moisture. I'm hoping Trudeau gets some type of an infection and he can't go back to work for 17 years. And by then he's been cast out. And
Talk about Trudeau. Does Pierre Poilievre make him stupid in question period? Like,
he
there's
does.
a man with some knowledge
He-
and a man who's retarded.
He does, but I also have a feeling that I think my 6-year-old son upstairs, Levi, could probably make him
Yeah.
sound pretty stupid in
Yeah.
some conversations.
And I don't mean retarded in a bad way. Like, he's just no common sense to the
He-
hardworking blue collar individual. None.
He just doesn't.
None.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't.
No, he does not.
He doesn't understand what actually makes this country go.
No, and he's been in so many scandals, and everyone he shuts down. I
Well,
don't
I mean,
get
it's when you own everything, right?
Yeah.
When you own the court system, you own the media, you own all that, you can do no wrong. As wrong as you do, you're always going to get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Politicians never get
They
dinged
should
with
lock
stuff.
him up and throw away the key. When
If we
this
did
is over.
half the things that he has done,
If we'd know half the things he has done,
oh,
he'd be.
I'm glad I
lynched.
don't.
He'd be lynched in a mall parking
Yeah,
lot.
I'm glad that we don't, because holy moly.
Yeah, he's like, and then what gets me is they're wondering why people are getting violent and mad. Well, you're putting Joe Public into a corner.
You push people hard enough, they push back. That's a real thing. I've never
Yeah.
been in a fight
mean-
until I got punched right in the face for no reason. Then the claws came out. I've
Yeah.
never been a guy. You could push me all you want. When you physically punch me in the middle of the face, you're gonna get a couple back.
But I
Yeah.
mean, he just has no feelings for the hardworking people. of
No,
this country.
he's a puppet.
He is.
He's a puppet. He's paid, like, I checked his net worth the other day, is $88 million, and he makes $250,000 a year. What?
How much under the table is he getting? Like
Well, 88 million is pretty hard to get to at $250,000 a year when you also have to live.
he's a trust fund baby. He gets that whole foundation, and there's scandals there left, right, and
That
center.
is the biggest scandal. in
And
itself.
I guarantee
He runs
you,
everything through there.
all the government contracts with
All have kickback.
yeah,
Everyone.
SFC, Lavalin, and all that. It's a buddy's getting hired for a reason. So
Totally.
there's
There's kickback on everything.
Oh, you betcha.
You don't get to $88 million without kickbacks
No.
unless you've got a paper trail, and he didn't have a paper trail.
And he could control the media too. How many people?
Well, he owns the media.
He does, but how many people, and the media themselves never reported that him and his wife are no longer together? No.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, there's no reports. Shit,
Nothing.
there might be a news broadcast of me and my wife break up. I mean, all these.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is crazy.
That's
Like
crazy.
they make public appearances together and all that. And
Yeah, it's all
Nothing-
smoke and mirrors, people. If
nothing's
you haven't seen
reported.
through it, geez,
he's such an idiot.
he
Like,
is an idiot.
when that is your best representation,
Holy
of a
shit. Did you see
country-
Biden fall down this week?
oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh my God. Like,
Joe, and he wants to run another term.
oh my, I'll run another term. He can't run to the bathroom.
No,
I mean,
well, that's the thing with Joe Biden. Like he wakes up at 8 o'clock, but he went to the bathroom at 7:30.
oh man, it's
Oh.
terrible. He's I don't know how old he is, 700, 800.
Tell you
years
the whole
old.
problem with that is money dictates who your representation is. And it takes so much money for these guys to even run for a president or prime minister or whatever, that you eliminate all the good people out there that would do an awesome
That's right.
job.
You're right, 100%.
So you're taking like 1% of the population that can actually do this. And of that 1%, how many of them guys would be any good at doing it?
Yeah, agreed.
Or want to do it?
Unbelievable.
So we're left of the
Joe Biden,
and
Sleepy Joe.
Trudeau, and like terrible. Terrible.
Man.
Like Donald Trump, I think he at least was a good businessman. He could get the
Yeah, he's not a
but
politician.
his mouth should have not been going at all.
If someone could have just told him, like, dude, shut up,
Yeah,
no problem.
he'd have won that second
Oh,
term.
Absolutely, he would have.
But his Twitter and
That's
his all that.
You know,
stuff,
he couldn't get past himself,
No,
right? He was
he's above.
pompous.
That's the thing about Trump is he's above. He feels he's
That's
above
right.
too, right?
He lives on cloud nine, and there's a ton of things I loved about him because he wasn't a
Well,
politician.
I like the part that if he's thinking it, he's telling it.
That's right. Yeah, you kind of know. Like,
He's a
it's like,
straight
oh,
shooter.
he's a liar. No, he was stupid. He literally said what he's doing right in front of you, and then he
Except
did it.
when he was in them scandals with other women.
Hey,
No.
apparently that's all been allegedly thrown under the table. So
Yeah, that never happened.
never happened.
Never
There's just a hit. Ray Lewis is innocent too.
happened. And so is the new defensive tackle of the Philadelphia Eagles. Innocent. Innocent. So
I can't wait for a next couple shows when we get really
Yes.
into the NFL.
Oh yes, yeah, we're
We're coming. There's not much going on right
No,
now. It's
not
kind of that
much,
lull.
yeah.
It's OTAs.
We're in the off season. This is the slowest till about August.
That's right. It's NHL playoffs,
Yeah.
which last night's game was good, but not great. I'm not going for Vegas. I'm going for Florida. I think last night was not a good dictator of what the series is going to be like. I think Florida just made some timely mistakes. Two of the goals that
this
I
is
saw
not
were
a-
cough ups, and it was just like, I think Florida, they're still my team to win
Yeah.
this one. But
I
I'll tell
hope
you,
you-
Vegas, when someone makes a mistake against them, they make them pay. Almost
I'm
every time.
afraid of this, but I say Vegas in 5.
And it could happen.
Like
Every mistake that Florida made last night, Vegas put in their net.
Vegas,
They're good.
I
Marchessault
hate him.
is so good.
I hate him.
Aiden Hill is playing way too good.
Oh yeah, he's having a career
Like
year.
we talked about his contract. Are you signing him? No. But
No.
good for him.
Yeah,
I hope he gets-
someone's gonna probably Vegas.
I hope he gets paid. Good for you.
He
Matt.
is gonna get paid, and
Yeah. Good for him. I just wasn't cheering for Vegas.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go from there straight into the draft,
Yeah.
which is exciting in the
It is
NHL. Like
exciting.
lots of stuff happens, lots of big trades at the draft,
NFL, which is what I live.
and
And
then
then NFL season's the best time of year because the CFL is still
Except-
going on, and that's as the riders are rotating
Except-
and
we're not gonna get to watch many NFL games. That's a
No,
big,
because
big bone of mine because
streaming.
it's all streaming and our internet is not great.
No, if I have to stream, I'm gonna have to buffer it for 2
Well, I
days.
might as
The
well,
game
I
on
tell you-
Sunday, I'll watch on Tuesday.
I might as well get rid of all my cable and stuff then, because that's all I have it
It's the
for.
only reason I subscribe through Bell is to get sports. And if I ain't gonna get the sports, bye Bell.
Yeah, that's how I am too with Shaw. It's TSN and Sportsnet.
That's it.
So I might as well get rid of them and just stream the TSN
Yep,
and Sportsnet.
That's what exactly. Bye.
Yeah,
I don't need
because
you.
no, and that's what our world's going to, is a streaming thing now.
Internet. They
Internet.
want everything on this stupid thing.
And I'm not a fan. I still
No,
like
I'm
watching.
not a fan either.
I still like watching on my old cable and the receiver, and I'm not ready for this.
Just they ruin everything.
They do. But hey, NFL, I guess we'll follow it anyways because we're diehards of our
That's
teams.
right.
And all it's going to be is you're probably going to pay to stream for your team.
That's exactly what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna subscribe
'Cause
online.
I don't care about the other games. If I
No.
can get through a Baltimore subscription or
Yep.
anything, that's what I'm gonna go with.
And that's what you'll get. And
Yeah.
I know there's there's subscriptions out there already for like Tennessee Titans.
Yeah,
and
there is,
you
yeah.
know.
There'll
But
be a lot of that.
I don't know. That's not. The
I
way.
hate it.
I hate it too.
I want to be able to for my
Or is it gonna be
$120
that-
a month flip through whatever game I want to.
Are we going to be like a YouTube thing? Does YouTube have the content?
Mhm.
So
Not up here yet.
okay,
Um,
so are we going to be able to go onto YouTube and
No,
subscribe
we
and-
won't be able to. The Americans can, and they could last year. It was a preview last year,
Okay.
but we have to do other things like DAZN
Oh,
is one, and it's expensive.
oh yeah,
And my issue is it's all 4K, so the streaming needs a ton of speed, which means I can do a game, but then my kids can't watch any Netflix. I have to take
Yeah.
my phone off Wi-Fi. I mean, that's ridiculous.
yeah, it is. It
I
is.
love that it's on the dish. I can have my phone on. We could be doing a
Yeah.
podcast. I can be researching shit, doing whatever, working if I have to. No, not anymore. If a football game's on, all the service goes to watch that
Well,
game. Which I mean, football
you know
does
what?
take priority, but
They probably are going to learn a little bit of a lesson.
I hope
for
so.
this.
I hope they get slapped a bit from
Yeah,
it because
the viewership. I mean, what are we though? We're in rural Canada.
I
That
know.
doesn't really matter.
us 18 people, I guess, doesn't really affect them.
Yeah, they're worried about the people in the cities and probably not even Canada itself. Like
Yeah, all 2
No,
million of us.
no. And hey, we're going to talk a little NBA. We didn't touch that, but Denver Nuggets were up 1-0, and the game was on as I left.
Yeah, well, let's
Before
see the
here,
score before we
to do
close
the
out the show
podcast.
tonight.
You
Let's
betcha.
take a look. Son,
The Heat
I'm-
were up
I'm
early.
interested in
The
it
Heat were
because
up early.
I am rooting for the Heat, but
I'm rooting
they're
for
in tough.
Denver. I'm rooting for Denver.
Heat won tonight.
Heat won
Series
tonight.
is tied.
1-1.
111 to 108 tonight. So a
Ooh,
close one.
close game.
One shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cheering for Jimmy Buckets.
Oh, I'm
So-
cheering for Jamal Murray, the Canadian boys.
Yeah, he's a Canadian boy. He's basketball.
Yeah, you betcha. And definitely cheering for Florida, but that doesn't look good.
That's okay.
So-
It's only one game in.
Let's go to the Riders. Cheer for the Riders.
Cheer for the Riders. Go green,
You
baby.
betcha. Riders. Green is
We
coming.
have so our hats are coming soon.
Hats are
That's
coming.
probably the nicest. Like our clothes are super nice. I'm not gonna lie. If you want one, please let us know, guys.
Yes.
We'll gladly get one in your hands. We can shift.
T-shirts,
If you're around
sweater,
here, we'll just work it out.
black,
um,
white, red, green, you name it.
Yeah, right now I think we have access to some awesome different shades of gray, plain blacks, the two-tone, lots of different styles of t-shirts. They're awesome. The hats are wild. I can't wait till
I'll
they
have
get
a
in.
different one on next show. So
Yes, you will. I will too.
showing. Yeah.
And I'll be wearing my two new ones. I only got 2 other t-shirts. I'll be wearing them this week at the Centennial Foods thing. The hats
Doing a
are
little
awesome. And
advertising.
absolutely I will be. Verbally and
Yes. Yes.
and the hats are fantastic. They'll be in
probably
probably
another week.
yeah, like we'll probably have them on the next show.
Oh, that would be good.
I'm hoping on my way back from the hat, I can convince my father-in-law to pick them up when they're done, and I can swing by his place super late at night.
Yeah.
Pick up that box. There's a lot. And they're already for sale. So the clothes we have right
Hats
now
are
are ours,
available.
but the hats
Hats.
are available once you see them. If you like them, let us know. We'll
And the
get one in your
clothes, we
hands.
can do a link.
That's
to
right.
them, so.
You just well, I'm gonna post a video. I took a bunch of pictures of them.
Yeah.
And if you see something you like, reach out to us and we'll place an order for you. So
You betcha.
reach out to us for pricing and all that, and we'll hook you up.
And do not forget Sunday, big show. We got Tanis, Egg, and the
After that,
Rider Rant.
Rider Ranter. It's gonna
Brought
be
to you by
good.
the fans' perspective. So long show Sunday.
Two shows. It's not that long.
You
If
bet.
you don't love
Two shows.
ag, you don't want to, that's fine.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be pretty cool regardless if you love it or not. We're gonna get a lot of insight on stuff and see the way that Tyson lives his life.
and maybe we should rethink this. I'm just thinking because a lot of our rider viewers are interested in ag too. They're gonna be watching the
Yeah,
game.
they are. They definitely are, but there will definitely be a lot of people that don't give a shit about the ag part. So that's why I figured 2 episodes
Okay,
is
we'll
probably
do 2.
best.
Yeah,
They're gonna be back to back. So I mean,
Yeah,
you can listen
you
to both.
betcha.
We're gonna post them at the same time. They're
100%.
both gonna be live.
100%.
But we will separate them for the guys that you know, the long truckers or whatever that listens to
And
the
we'll have
show.
the game on.
that,
We'll be watching the game too.
We
as we're
while we're doing the egg one.
we're in the
That'll be going for Tanis.
100%. 100%.
And I know Tanis, she'll be a rider.
Oh,
fan
she's
too,
a rider
so-
fan too. You bet.
course she is.
But tune in on Sunday, big day. We got Tanis from Simplot here for
Can't
Ag,
wait.
the Rider Ranter, brought to you by the fans' perspective. And we'll be setting up a link, and you can text mine and Josh's phone. You
We'll
can
put it
join
in the
us
stories
live
this
too.
week
You
on
betcha.
Instagram too. If you follow
Yep.
us there on Facebook,
Yep.
we'll put our numbers out there.
If you want to get on the show and
Yeah.
do your rant, we'll shoot you the link. You can text us. We'll shoot you the link. You can have a 5-minute bleep with it. And,
Absolutely. If you guys want to be on the show,
You
want to ask
betcha.
some questions, interview us.
100%.
Shit, we're game.
You betcha. I got lots to say.
Yeah, I got-
Might not be true, but it's
True. Just
You
don't mention how tight our pants are getting. If you've learned anything, don't do
unless
that.
you're our wives, because
Yeah, I guess it's allowed.
It's okay.
Everything's allowed.
It's okay,
Nothing's
yeah.
off the table.
Nothing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna tell her next time that her G-string isn't it's showing too much.
You know, she really, Tara, set the tone for tonight's episode. Son
She
of a
did,
bitch.
yeah. Honey, your G-string's showing a little bit too much. You wanna clean that up a bit?
I can just imagine this is all you hear.
Yeah.
And then Tyson hitting the
Probably gonna
floor.
happen as soon as I get home.
Exactly. He's gonna say something.
I'm gonna be
stupid.
wearing my shades next show because I'll have 2
I'll get a
raccoon eyes.
text in about 45 minutes. Hey man, you got a spare bed? Yeah. Come on back, Tyson.
Oh
I
no,
got you.
I put the little pigs outside, so my barn's open for tonight.
All right, well, you're good then.
And I got 12 stalls there, so like I got like room.
You're good to go.
Oh, I got room,
He's
yeah.
good.
And the tack room as well. So,
Oh,
you know, I
shit.
can lean on a saddle or whatever. And have a good
Whatever
old
it
nap.
takes.
Maybe the sprayer even perhaps would work. So
You might end up in that. Oh,
anyways,
shit,
thanks for
guys.
tuning in. Great shows ahead. Tune in Sunday, 7:00.
Yeah,
The
next
Ag
Sunday.
Show. The Ag
Basically
Show.
a week from today.
You bet. We'll be posting. We might even, if it works out, kind of start a little earlier to make sure we're done for the Rider Ranter.
Yes,
after.
sir.
So
Hopefully no ranting, hopefully just raving.
depends on schedules because our schedules are pretty hectic.
They are,
So,
but hopefully it's a ranter raving show and not a
yes,
rider
so
ranter.
get ready. Phone calls, whatever you like. We can do the phone calls
Right.
in here. the
You want
text
in on the
questions.
show? We want to know. Call us, text us. You want to come in? Come on the Zoom.
Join us on the Zoom. We can have lots on the Zoom and we can have a rider roundtable.
Yeah, oh, we could. Absolutely.
You betcha. So
Who doesn't love the riders?
you
Come on.
betcha. CFL season starts. Riders will round out week 1. That is the final game of the
That's
week.
right, it is Sunday night game.
It is Sunday night game in Edmonton.
Go Riders.
Go
baby.
Riders. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. It's been a slice. We will see you Sunday.
Cheers, guys. All right. Go Riders.